Now it's time for more of Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk Hookup. Get ready for more of the best fishing information and the hottest tips on improving your angling skills. Let's Talk Hookup is sponsored in part by Yamaha Outboards. Reliability starts here. Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup. Shimano Rods and Reels. Fish with the best. Shimano. And by Rancho Leonero, where your wildest Baja dreams come true. And now, Southern California's sports fishing voice, the hosts of Let's Talk Hookup, Pete Gray and Rock Cod Rick Maxa.
Welcome back, hour number 2. Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. Pete Gray here with Rock Cod Rick Maxa. Doug Kern from Fisherman's Landing Tackle here in the studio talking fishing and tackle day, which happens a week from today at Fisherman's Landing right there. We'll be broadcasting live 7 to 9 a.m. The big sale starts at kind of 6 a.m., but then 9 a.m.
Yeah,
There's
that's a good way to put it.
Two phases,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
Well, there are. There's
phase 1, phase 2.
the inside store and then the outside booth. The booth opens up at 9. Tackle Day events officially kick off at 9 after the 2-hour Let's Talk Hookup on the spot remote broadcast. And then outside it goes till 3 o'clock, but then the store will remain open for 3 hours after that for people that want to, take advantage, maybe couldn't get down there till a little bit later in the day.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Yeah, well, we're giving away some amazing prizes here today, too,
Yep.
for one lucky caller today and lucky caller tomorrow,
Yeah,
too.
you're not kidding. So several great prizes today at the end of the show. Again, if you want to get your opportunity winning these awesome opportunities, 858-457-1090. That's our local number. Or you can try us on the toll-free line. That one's 877-792-1090. Again, 877-792-1090. Everything's packed up right now, but there's going to be plenty of shots for you to get through in the second hour. And, man, are we giving away some great prizes. One, a lucky caller is going to get a 3-quarter-day trip to go fishing on board the Liberty at a Fisherman's Landing. Go fish with Taro and Anibal. Have a great time. Have yourself a Wagyu beef burger. Sleep in a bunk on a 3-quarter-day trip. Have your yellowfin tuna and yellowtail RSW'd waiting for you. It's just such a primo Cadillac of a 3-quarter-day ride, and we're so stoked to give somebody away a 3-quarter-day trip on the Liberty. Another lucky caller is going to win a $50 shopping spree to Fisherman's Landing Tackle, and absolutely that $50 is good if you want to use it at Tackle Days. So extend your $50 out a little bit. So $50 gift card to another lucky caller at the end of the show today. And then, as Pete had mentioned, we're just so stoked to have continued partnership with the very best reel manufacturer. I would say the very best tackle manufacturer in the game, and that's Shimano. They just
don't forget the flat falls and Colt
I know.
snipers
How many
and
tuna were caught on those
all
things?
that stuff they
Caramar
make.
rods,
right?
I mean, just
Caramar
everything.
rods.
They're just Therese. Everything those guys do is so killer, and we are so proud to be able to represent what, in my opinion, is the very best in the game. I mean, it's undeniable. You can say what you want about your loyalty to this, that, and the other. Nobody says anything bad about a Trinidad or a Talc.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's such killer gear, and we're just proud to be a part of that and have them be a part of us for yet another year. And to celebrate that, we are giving away a Shimano Torium 20 HG Star Drag reel. It's going to be given away from all the callers from today's show and tomorrow's show. And Pete made a cool mention, too. If you win the trip on the Liberty today, or if you win the $50 gift card, you're still entered for that Torium reel we're giving away tomorrow.
You bet.
So just an awesome opportunity. Again, if you want to get your shot at all those great prizes, including that killer Shimano Torium 20 HG reel, 858-457-1090. That's the local line, or toll-free 877-792-1090.
All right, let's find out what's biting out there.
Got it, man. It is time for the Catch Report, which today, again, is sponsored in part by the Sato Crimp and Winder Company, where they only make products that work. If you want to end your connection failures, you need to get that Sato Crimp Kit. It's a must-have piece of gear for your next trip to help you catch everything from school-sized tuna to record-sized tuna. And with all brass crimps and other features, it's better than ever. It's the favorite connection method on the Royal Star, the Royal Polaris, the American Angler. Also at Fisherman's Landing Tackle, it's our favorite connection for heavy line, and is also most of the other top boats. And if you haven't already, you should make it your preferred connection for Spectra to Mono or Spectra to Fluorocarbon. You can get it at selected tackle stores like Fisherman's Landing Tackle, and it will be on sale for Tackle Days.
What?
Or at
The Sato?
SatoCrimpandWinder.com.
Sato Crimp Kit's on sale?
It's Tackle Days, dog.
Oh, that's
Buddy.
right.
No,
Yeah.
How would we not?
Everything
Wow.
but torpedo sinkers.
Okay, everything but torpedo sinkers. All right.
Hey, let's start it off with a man, our private boater buddy, our FishDope.com reporter, Mark Wish is on the line. Good morning, Mark.
Hey, Ricky, Pete, Doug, man, you got some deals going on down there, guys. Holy cow.
Yeah. Big one, Mark.
That's awesome. Okay, so listen up here. So here we are, late October, nice weather, very warm water, biting fish in many locations. But I'm not going to talk about that good grade yellow biting up there at Nick and SBI. I'm not going to talk about all those schools of Big Bonita that have pushed in all up and down the coast. And some of my earliest memories as a kid fishing sport boats off Seal Beach Pier was pulling on Big Bonita. It's so much fun. What I do want to talk about this week a little bit is swordfish.
Ooh.
Almost a forgotten species for recreational anglers. A lot of guys really don't know how to catch them, don't think you can catch them. Not necessarily the case, but there's some that do stay focused, and there were 2 caught here this week. Tom Flager got one on the Hanapah, first one. Congratulations, Tom. And then there's another one caught by one of our customers, Frank Gagliano. And this is a fantastic story. So he calls me Thursday afternoon, and just quiet, low-key, says, hey, I caught a swordfish. I'll stop by and give you a report. I'm like, huh, what? And so about 5 minutes later, he pulls into the parking lot, pulling his 24 skipjack with a big swordfish beak sticking out over the back of the boat.
Nice.
And I'm like, yep, that's a swordfish. And he just has one hell of a story, guys. He's fishing with a custom-made rod with one of those adjust-a-butts. I don't know if you've seen them, but you push a little button and it goes to the bent butt, and then push a little button and it goes back to straight. Very cool rod. Calica 25, not the biggest reel in the world, but he had it loaded with 65 Max Quattro, not the heaviest line in the world, but he wanted the line capacity because he's been deep dropping, and he was deep dropping on the 277, 1,600 feet down is where he started his drift, got bit on the first drop with a rigged squid. 2.5, 3 hours later, gaps his first swordfish.
That is so
Single-handed,
cool.
guys.
That's so cool.
Single-handed.
No way.
Good for him.
Single-handed. How big was it, Mark?
It wound up weighing 188. He did have some guys stop by to help him get it in the boat, which is totally understandable.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
But,
Totally
yeah,
legit.
188. So congratulations.
Solo sorting.
What one fantastic story, huh?
Great
Total
story.
legit, deep drop swordfish, SoCal. Come on.
Oh, you know, listen to the whole deal. He was using a 10-pound main weight, a 3-pound kind of a extra weight, and as soon as it hit the bottom, he felt all the weight come off, and he's like, oh, shoot, something went wrong. So he gets out his little electric device to bring it back up under power instead of cranking it up, and he gets up about 300 feet, and all of a sudden it starts smoking out line. That swordfish was charging straight to the surface.
So cool, man. That is so cool. Well, congratulations,
Wow, amazing.
Frank.
That's a great story. And, of course, fishdope.com, I don't know the guys had that on fishdope.com or not, but they did have all the information on all that great yellowtail fishing up and down the coast, as well as the tuna fishing and the bluefin, everything going on, Dorado, all that stuff going on is fishdope.com. $20 off a new membership to fishdope.com right now. Hookup Now is the code. Lowercase, no space. Hookup Now is the code for $20 off at fishdope.com. And Mark, how do we find you?
Pete, we're in Huntington Beach. We're on the corner of Bolsa Chica and Hettinger. Phone number at the stores, area code 714-840-4262. The website, PacificEdgeTackle.com. And I'll send you a picture of that guy's swordfish. Not the best shot, but you'll get the drift.
Hey, speaking of which, on the Facebook page of Pacific Edge Tackle, I saw that new bait tank you made for Anthony's new boat. Oh, my. That's a beauty.
You need to go in the jacuzzi business.
Yeah,
and you're
no
making
kidding.
too big of tanks.
Yeah, that thing came out really nice. We did this little lip to hold those splash guards, which are custom, and we kind of got the rod rack deal with the stainless tubes and the vinyl liners fine tuned now. And you know, well, I got a lot of practice for Anthony. I can't begin to think how many tanks we've made for his various boats. That's the one for the Delta that they're extending down there in San Diego.
Wow.
You know, it goes to say when somebody has an unlimited budget to be putting into their boats, that they choose Pacific Edge bait tanks and strap on them. You know, money's not an object when it comes to outfit and bad company boats, and there's a reason they pick those.
Indeed.
Yeah, well, we certainly appreciate it. And, you know, those guys, the whole operation, those are all just the nicest and best guys to do business with, fish with, hang out with. Those guys are just the best, man.
No doubt about it. Hey, Captain Mark Wish, appreciate that report. We'll talk to you next Saturday live from Tackle Day.
You know, I ought to come down and see you guys and just buy some stuff.
Come on.
Come hang out.
Yeah. Some good stuff you could sell in the store for probably twice as much.
Probably so.
You better,
All right.
you better be careful. You come down, we're going to put you behind the counter.
That's right.
Oh, that'd be like way too much fun. All right, thanks, guys. Have a good day.
All right, appreciate that. Okay, let's go down to C4 Sport Fishing. Talk to Marcos. Good morning, Marcos.
Good morning, guys. How you doing today?
Marcos.
Excellent.
Morning.
Well, we still got some great fishing going on. The half day, we keep thinking things are going to slow down, kind of go to the bottom, maybe some rockfish here and there, but they are back to catching yellowtail and bonito on the half day there. Yesterday morning, 64 yellowtail, 64 bonito. In the afternoon, 150 yellowtail, 50 bonito. Thursday, the Seaforth actually ran a 3-quarter day charter and got in on that yellowfin action. They went offshore there. Wednesday, again, 140 yellowtail in the morning, 80 yellowtail in the afternoon, and we're talking about approaching November here, and they're catching some very good yellowtail fishing on those half days there. The 3-quarter day kind of rolling along there, still catching those yellowfin, some very good days. Yesterday a little bit slower. Earlier in the week they had 250 yellowtail, 10 dorado. Thursday, San Diego had limits of yellowfin for 55 guys, 275 yellowtail, 28 dorado. All around great fishing. And, it just feels like any second's going to fall apart here, but it just keeps going. They keep catching fish there. Those overnight boats going out looking for yellowfin dorado. The Aztec back out again on those day and a half. He's looking for the big bluefin, and he's specifically looking for those big bluefin. And he came back with one yesterday morning. It was about 240 pounds, which is a pretty nice bluefin on a day and a half there. And it doesn't feel that big after that 310 pounder the week before, but 240 pound bluefin on a day and a half, that's pretty good fishing there. So definitely check the website, seaforthlanding.com. Half day, 3-quarter day, 1 day, day and a half, a few longer trips mixed in there. You can make reservations online. You can call us on the phone, 619-224-3383, or come down and visit us in person, get a Rock Hard Rick breakfast burrito, ask for the Pea Gray breakfast bowl, see if they'll give it to you, and come visit us in Tackle Shop.
Very good. Sounds like a plan.
See the second best tackle store in all of San Diego.
All of San Diego.
Yeah, I guess so. Right behind the
Whoa! Better be careful. I hope that Mr. Yamati's not listening.
That's all right. Yamati knows, too. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. He knows the true story.
He knows the real deal.
All right, Marcos.
Did you guys find all those C4 stickers they planted in your tackle shop yet?
We're working on it. We'll keep peeling them away one by one. Hey, Marcos, great job. Great fishing going on at Seaforth. We sure appreciate it, as always, buddy. We'll look forward to talking to you next week.
Talk to you then, guys.
Thanks, Marcos.
All right. Rick Jensen, Sport Fishing Financial with the Northern Baja Report. Good morning, Rick.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Morning.
What's up, Rick?
We're pulled over at the side of the road here in wine country in Santa Tomas, heading down to Bay of LA. So we've got an on the road, not on the water report for you here today.
Fantastic,
Nice.
man.
That's cool.
How's the trip so far?
So far, so good. We made it through the bad part in the dark, and you'll be cracking a beer before too long in the backcountry.
Oh,
Sounds
fantastic.
good to me,
All right.
buddy.
We'll drive carefully, no doubt about it. What's going on in Northern Baja?
Well, down in Mag Bay, the marlin bite's as good as it gets. The wahoo and tuna are still around, but Jeff DeBrown was down there from Real Baja, and he landed a blue marlin on a fly and several stripers. So the striper and marlin fishing is just gangbusters there. Up in Mulahay, our buddy there is out camping interior in the peninsula, so we'll get a report from him next week. La Volcana, the yellowtail are really stacking up. Some yellowfin tuna are showing as well. Jeff, it's Cedros Kayaking, says the water and the weather have been real warm. Great fishing continues for big yellowtail on the yo-yo iron. Easy limits of yellowfin and dorado within a mile of the island, and the calico bass are pretty wide open in the deeper water. Where we're heading in Bay of LA, lots of yellowtail been around. Some sea bass. There was a sea bass caught to 50 pounds the other day, and we'll probably target some of those as well as grouper. The Cabrilla fishing's been a bit slow. Not much current there with the half moon going. Up at San Quintin, there's been some yellowtail and ling around. Some white sea bass earlier in the week. And then to round it off, up in Ensenada, up north at South Cepuedes, good fishing for yellowtail, lingcod, bottomfish, and bonita all hanging out up there. And earlier in the week, some yellowtail out around the island there in Ensenada Harbor at the islands and around the point at Punta Banda there. So we're heading to Bay of LA, going to get a first-hand touch of it tomorrow and the next day, and back to work here by Tuesday.
Yeah, say hi to Juan. Such a great guy and a great fisherman down there. You're going to have so much fun, Rick. I'm jealous.
Well, I guess I'll see you at Tackle Days. Are you going to be around before you head out early?
Of course, I got to be on the air. The boat's waiting for me. Yeah. So,
all right.
Yeah, we'll see it back at Tackle Day. Get the full live report from you right there on your trip. And Rick, safe travels. And if somebody wants more information on Sport Fishing Financial, you're going to have to wait a few days. But Rick will get back to you, right?
Yeah, I'll be back in the office Wednesday, and come and say hi. I'll be there at Tackle Days. You can find me at the web at sportfishingfinancial.com or call me at 949-481-1807.
All right. Very good, Rick. Thanks a lot for that, and we'll talk to you and see you at Tackle Day next Saturday.
Have a good day, guys.
Thanks, Rick. All right, well, that's going to temporarily wrap up our catch report again, sponsored by Dana Landing on Mission Bay, your one-stop shop for everything that you need to go fishing, a complete saltwater tackle store. They have a full deli. They offer Mexican and California licenses. They do trips and six-pack charters. And when it comes to freshwater tackle, check out East County Bait and Tackle, full of all the freshwater tackle and live bait that you need for a great day on the lake. Dana Landing is right across from the SeaWorld, next to the Dana Lawn Tramp in Mission Bay. And East County Bait and Tackle, they're at the end of the 67 freeway at Mapleview and Lakeside. Check DanaLanding.com for more info.
All right, let's go live to Captain Bill Kavanaugh. He's on the Intrepid. Last week we talked to Bill. They were roping the big ones on the very first trip down south. How'd it go, Bill?
Hey, guys, good morning. Great show, by the way. I'm listening to you on my single sideband radio 180 miles south of San Diego. The trip went exceptionally well. It was good fishing, man. Really good fishing on, I'd call it 120, 180s. We probably got 12, maybe as many as 15 cows for the trip.
Wow.
It was a good trip. Pretty much drove away from biting giant yellowfin tuna and then along the way up. Had good weather the whole way, and we get in tomorrow morning. It was a very, very good trip.
Wow, fantastic. So you had pretty much all you wanted. You had to drive away from giant biting yellowfin tuna is what you're saying.
Pete, I don't know if it was all you biting. A little bit, you can have to a fire-line sardine or a sinker. I worked at it. You ended up having a...
Yeah, we're having trouble catching you there, Bill. It's a little bad reception, but yeah, it sounded like pretty
fishing.
darn good fishing on the Intrepid. So what time are you in tomorrow morning, Bill?
Yeah, we're in tomorrow morning at 6:15, Point Loma Sport Fishing Pier. We'll probably start off with around 7, so if anyone's in the San Diego area, swing on down to the landing and check it out. We're really excited. We had a great trip. We had a really good catch on board, and I'm really excited about next weekend. It's going to be awesome. Tackle Days. I'm going to be there. I'll be doing a seminar on the main stages. I believe it's 9 o'clock, and I'm looking forward to it.
That's awesome, Bill. Yeah, well, we are really looking forward to having you. Bill Kavanaugh's kicking off our very first main stage seminar, 9:15. He's going to be going over long-range fishing, wahoo fishing, just the whole nine, and we're really, really excited to have you, and congratulations on not only a great trip, but also the great kickoff to what is sure to be a great long-range season, the very first long trip south, and it sounded like it was a banner one. Bill, congratulations. We sure appreciate you keeping us up to date with what's going on down south, and we really look forward to your seminar here next Saturday at Tackle Days.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, too. Thank you so much, guys. Great show. You guys in our sideband radio on the way up, so good job. We'll see you guys next weekend.
Fantastic. Thanks, Bill. Appreciate the call this morning, and yeah, that mighty 1090, Oregon to the tip of Baja.
I know.
200 miles
yeah,
south. Yeah,
for sure. Hey, that's going to be great. You know, so many great seminars coming up, and Bill's going to have fresh hand report. That's one of the things. It's not we talk about the sales, but the seminars are amazing too.
Oh, crazy! You know, not only Bill Kavanaugh's there at 9:30, but there's one that I'm maybe the most stoked on, or just so proud of. And there's a guy that maybe is less known than a Bill Kavanaugh, but one of the best fishermen out there. His name is Billy Kellman, and Billy has been fishing very, very hardcore on a 23-foot Parker for those giant bluefin tuna that all of us are wanting to catch or hoping to catch or have caught. And I would say has had one of, if not the most successful seasons of giant ones. I'm sure Billy is on the positive side of 50 of those big ones, you know, with a countless number of 200-pounders, countless number of, 130 to 180s. The guy is just, I mean, he's got one of the best track records there are, and he is going to give a full seminar on how to fly the kite, fish the yummy, and catch your giant bluefin tuna. whether it be from a private boat or you want to know about fishing big ones from a big boat, Billy is just a fantastic angler and is going to be doing a main stage seminar, all things yummy flyer, giant bluefin tuna. The dude is just the man when it comes to big ones. That is going to be a rad seminar.
How do we find the list of seminars, Doug?
Well, I know BD Outdoors has it. There's an entire forum on BD that has every manufacturer that's going to be here. This week's edition of Western Outdoor News also has, you can clip that out, maybe bring it with you. When you get to Tackle Day, we'll have a handout as well and signs around. We've got 3 different rounds of seminars, 1 on the main stage and 3 on the boats, Prowler, Condor, Pegasus, and so like I say, BD, Western Outdoor News, or when you get there, you can pick up one of the flyers.
And we'll have a list of them tomorrow or next Saturday while we're broadcasting live. We'll kind of give a rundown of the seminars too next Saturday morning.
All our social medias will have it, Instagram, Facebook. It's on all those ones too.
Yeah, check it out. Let's go ahead and jump into those jam-packed phone lines with a lot of patient callers, Ricky.
You got it. How about this time we talk to John from Long Beach hanging in there with us. John, we really appreciate hanging in there. Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. Will there be any opportunities to maybe call the tackle store and order some of the specials and pick them up at a later date? I had a little accident, so I'm not sure I'm going to be cleared to drive yet next week.
Well, I hate to say it, but a lot of these specials are being given by the manufacturers at Tackle Day, and so you actually have to be there, and unfortunately that's a bummer. I don't know if you have maybe a family member or a friend that is going to Tackle Day that might be able to pick something up for you, but literally this is one day in person. Like I say, the manufacturers are giving a lot of free goods and that kind of thing, so there's just no mechanism for us really to do, that type of thing. But if there is somebody that you might know that's down there that can pick something up for you, that'd be the best way so many people are coming from Orange County and L.A. and even, across from Arizona and a couple that we know of from the Bay Area. So I don't know if maybe somebody, you fish with or that might be coming down, but that would be the best way, in my opinion, to try and pull it off.
There you go. Thanks a lot for the phone call this morning. Big event tomorrow over at Fast Lane Kayaks in Mission Bay. Ron Lane's on the line. Good morning, Ron.
Hey, you guys. Good to hear the show today.
Man,
I gotta say that Tackle Day is great stuff.
Dude,
I can't wait to go.
You are going to have to be there. Load up on some tackle, right?
Well, yeah. After this year, so many different kinds of fish and so many different things I'm doing. It seems like I just got to keep buying more gear.
That's right, man.
That's how it works, buddy.
That's it. Isn't that the truth with kayaks, too? I mean, you just got to have the latest and greatest.
New seats.
And one of the things that I was just sitting thinking while I was listening to you guys is, how do you buy stuff without putting it in your hand and feeling it? I mean, when you go down there, you can look at the different gear. That's the same thing we're doing tomorrow when we have our Sea Samurai seminar by Kevin Nakata. Is we're going to have boats in the water, so when you're comparing things, you can jump in them and try them. Same thing at Tackle Day.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely important for people, to see the stuff, feel it, and like you say, in the kayak world, it's no different. You just can't buy something sight unseen like that.
Well, no doubt.
Well, it makes it much more difficult. I get a lot of trade-ins from guys buying the wrong boat.
Oops.
I'm sure. So what is the event tomorrow, Ron?
Well, this is an exciting one. Kevin Nakata, the Sea Samurai, has been a kayak guide for many years. He's a Hobie Pro staffer, and he's coming down tomorrow. And his seminar is about a summer recap, about all the things that went on this summer, and winter tactics. So, if you're a new kayak guy, and you want to take that next step, and particularly timing would be perfect. He can show you what gear to get. You can go to Tackle Days next weekend and buy it, and it's a kind of a nice way to see how to take that next step. And there'll be tons of fishermen there that will also be sharing and will be demoing all the different models. And I'm excited about 2 new Hobies. The Hobie I-11 is now coming out in an angler version. And
wow. That's the inflatable.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that was our biggest
hottest
seller.
kayak going right now.
Oh, very cool.
I would never have believed it. And so guys that jump in that are going to go, oh, this kind of changes that whole Sierra fishing or lake fishing. I can just show up and blow up.
Yes. Yeah. Now you're also going to be cooking, right? Tell us about that.
Well, Rory from Traeger Grills this guy, he's a salty crew team guy. He's an amazing cook. But every time we do events, he brings his Traeger. And, it got me hooked. I started selling them at the store because they're so fun to cook on. He's going to be there teaching us how to cook and set up, and he's going to cook a turkey and a tri-tip. And he's going to be, so here's the Traeger going on. Everybody's mouth is watering. And then right afterwards, you get free lunch with the seminar.
So it's like a little Thanksgiving precursor to cook your turkey on the Traeger.
So rad.
God.
So you get to eat, you get to learn, you get to try out the new kayaks. It's happening tomorrow. What time, Ron?
Well, 12 to 4.
12 to 4.
Yeah, 12 to 4. And I really think that any guy that is in the hunt for a kayak needs to be there to try the different models. That new Compass that just came out, you can compare it with the Outback. You can compare it with the Pro Anglers, and it's an amazing little offering, and it starts out at $19.49,
wow,
which is a killer deal.
Tomorrow afternoon, 12 to 4, Fast Lane Kayaks. Where are you, Ron?
We're right across the street from SeaWorld, and that's next to Dana Landing. So you're right at the launch ramp, and we all have boats right on the dock behind us. If you have any questions, just call us at 619-222-0766.
All right. Free lunch, free kayak rides, free tests, free seminars from the Samurai. How do you beat that?
I'm down, man.
Yeah, let's go.
Sounds great.
Hey, thanks, Ron. See you tomorrow. Appreciate the call this morning.
Hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. We got more friends on the line. We got more great information. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
Saturday, November 4th, it's Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego. It's our largest sale ever. Plenty of seminars by saltwater experts, incredible deals on tackle, closeouts we've never offered before. Plus, over 20 tackle manufacturers' representatives like Costa, building high-quality polarized eyewear for serious saltwater anglers. Huge selection of Costa, and get a free gift with every Costa purchase. Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing will have unbelievable pricing on tackle, clothing, and accessories. There is also a huge raffle, best ever tackle bargains at Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing, Saturday, November 4th.
This is Rick Jensen with Sport Fishing Financial. I think most of you get that I'm a fisherman and work with the fishing community, but to understand exactly what Sport Fishing Financial does, ask yourself these 4 questions. First, do you really know how much money you'll need in order to retire comfortably? Next, do you know how much you'll have to save on a regular basis to reach that number? Do you have a process that includes a proven investment strategy and confidence that the money you save will grow? Last, do you have a plan for how to turn your savings into retirement income? If you don't have good answers to these questions, you're not alone, but you should, and I can make sure you do. In addition, if you own a business and currently provide or are planning on providing a retirement savings plan for yourself or your employees, we should really talk. We offer an outstanding variety of creative solutions that are sure to meet your needs.
Some of our listeners may feel overwhelmed. Others may believe they are already doing the best they can. In either case, I bet Rick can help. Set a time to meet with him and start planning for your personal or business investment success. Find Rick on the web at sportfishingfinancial.com or give him a call at 949-481-1807. Turner's Outdoorsman, Southern California's #1 shooting, hunting, and fishing tackle retailer since 1971, is right in your neighborhood. Now 19 stores and more to come throughout Southern California. No one does it better. Turner's Outdoorsman brings you the best prices and selection, plus a knowledgeable staff that will help make your day on the water or in the field more fun. Stop by your neighborhood Turner's Outdoorsman. To find a location nearest you, check the web at turners.com and sign up for special deals and more.
When you put on a pair of Maui Jim sunglasses, the world begins to look different. Colors are more vivid. Contrast is clearer. Details are crisper. Wherever your vision leads you, beauty follows. With polarized lenses that eliminate glare and enhance color, Maui Jim sunglasses won't change the world. They'll change the way you see it. Color, clarity, detail. Maui Jim.
The warm weather is here and our lakes and rivers are brimming. Just remember, if you love California and you love to boat, please wear your life jacket. And make sure everyone with you puts one on too. Save the ones you love. A message from California State Parks Division of Boating and Waterways.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
Let's go ahead and jump back into those jam-packed phone lines.
Got it, man. Jam-packed, they definitely are. Very patient callers. Brian and Wildemar, you're up next on Let's Talk Hookup. What's up, Brian?
Good morning, Brian. Thanks for hanging in there so long.
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Great.
A question. I remember last year, or was it the year before, I don't remember if it was Tackle Days or Day at the Dock, everybody was rocking out with these big giant coolers, and you got involved with the angle coolers. So I was wondering if those were part of Tackle Day this year.
That was one of our distributors, and we do have just one of those coolers left after this season that'll be down there at a discounted price. But he's bringing something new this year. I don't know if everybody remembers back in the day, you had these little jig totes that would hold like 24 of your irons.
Yeah.
And, it had a mesh so you could wash off your jigs after the day with fresh water. Well, Calcutta has come out with that jig tote again, and he's bringing 50 of those to Tackle Day at a pretty healthy discount. I think it's like 33% off, and kind of a reintroduction of that jig tote. So that's, he always brings something special every year. He's one of our good buddies, and we sell a lot of his stuff, and that Calcutta name, always has some pretty cool stuff. So coolers are out this year, and we've got the jig totes that are in.
Those are handy.
They are handy.
Those are really handy.
They went away for like a decade. Now they're back.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, thanks a lot for the call this morning. Bart Hall, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Bart.
What's up, Bart?
This is fun.
This is fun.
You guys are making everybody so excited.
It's almost like talking about Fred Hall coming up before we know it, right?
Be before we know it.
Yeah, before we know it. But I had a question about the Friends of Rollo raffle tickets. Are people going to buy them there, and then will they have a receipt?
They can keep the ticket as a receipt, but we do, if they want a receipt, I suppose they could request one, and that would be something that Mike and Tim would have to instigate. We don't have a letterhead from Friends of Rollo at the tackle store, but I would imagine if they saved their the tickets, it would be easy enough to justify and document that they purchased those at Tackle Day.
What about credit cards? Are we going to accept credit cards for at the pick a box or for the raffle tickets?
Unfortunately, I don't know. Again, that's being run by Tim
Mike
and Mike,
yeah.
And so I don't know. At the very least, we have an ATM machine right at the landing. So if somebody wanted to hit the ATM machine up, if it was a cash deal. Unfortunately, I don't know the answer to that question.
Okay, maybe by the end of the show we will.
And I will say, too, one thing to add on all these great Rollo tickets, Mike told me that this will be your first opportunity to buy 2018 Grand Raffle tickets. The first opportunity will be at Tackle Days.
Okay, that's big news, too. Yeah. We're going to see
Okay, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm coming down there because I love Tackle Day like everybody else, and I'm going to be sitting in the audience listening to Let's Talk Hookup. So the first 20 guys that buy that raffle ticket there, if they come over to me, I'm going to put their name on a list so they'll get free tickets to the Fred Hall show.
Wow.
How about that?
That's so cool.
All right.
That's awesome.
Well, that's kind of a cool deal right there.
Cool,
first 20 guys that buy Rollo tickets, they're going to get into the Fred Hall show for free.
Bart, you're the man. That's awesome.
And I want to donate a package of 4 tickets for the show, for the live show. So people there in the audience or online or calling in, whatever you want, I want to donate 4 tickets for that special show, for your show.
For either Long Beach or Del Mar?
Either Long Beach or Del Mar, or Bakersfield, whatever they want.
Or Bakersfield. All right, cool. That's great. So that'll be next Saturday. We'll give away that family 4-pack.
That's right.
Very nice,
okay,
Bart. Hey, we'll see you next Saturday at Tackle Day.
Look forward to it, Bart.
Thank you, Bart.
Wait, one more thing.
Yeah.
Doug, I already talked to these guys, but I didn't talk to you. Boy, I'll tell you what, you hit a home run with the Liberty. That crew, Taro, the boat itself, fantastic.
Yeah, you had a Fred Hall trip that I unfortunately missed because I was out of town.
Yep.
And it went quite well, I guess.
Doug missed it too,
I did.
23 guys, 50 yellow fins, 38, a 50 blue fins, 38 yellowtail, and over 100 bonita and assorted calico bass.
I got many emails from your group there, Bart, and I was so bummed to miss it. I was up at Frank's Ranch that day, and I've been on that trip nearly every time you guys have had it. And I was so bummed that I missed it, and it sounded like such a good trip and a good group of guys. So thank you very much for the comment, and thank you for having faith in the boat to charter us.
It's a home run, man. That is the greatest 3/4 day boat on planet Earth.
Did you try one of those burgers?
Oh, One? I think my goal was $80.
Yeah, is that crazy or what? It's unreal.
Oh.
No, she roasted shishito peppers so she could make a shishito pepper burger. I mean, it was just like crazy good.
Yeah, we'll see you next Saturday, Bart. Thanks a lot for the call.
All right, let's see you, Bart. Let's jump back into the phones. Everybody's dying to talk to Doug. How about this time we talk to Mike? He's calling from Rosemead this morning. Hi, Mike. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Thanks for hanging in there, Mike.
Hey, good morning, Pete, Rick, Doug, and Adam behind the glass there. Here's another. I got to give a fish report about the Liberty I went on this past week.
Oh, nice.
Looking at the weather, I saw it was going to be pretty good. So on Wednesday, I looked at the fish counts, and they were kind of low, and there were not very many anglers, 11 or 12, 13 or so on board. And I go, well, it can only get better. So I booked it for Thursday, and as it turned out, there was only 22 anglers on board, and Taro slid us up on the morning on some skipjacks, kind of small guys, but they were still exciting to catch. And then about 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the afternoon, he metered some marks, and it was a wide-open yellowfin bite. I mean, they were hitting everything, dead bait, cut bait, whatever you want to throw out. It was just wide open. And
what a great
I
day.
also like to say that I met fellow listener Tom from Temecula in the morning, so I want to say hello to him. And it was just an outstanding trip. I love the boat. I've never been on it before. And the ride back was, the weather was so flat, calm, and the ride back was like riding on a pillow of air.
Nice.
And I highly recommend it. And
that's cool. We going to see you at Tackle Days, Mike?
No, unfortunately, all I need is just some hooks. That's all you need when you go on one of these trips.
Oh, you're going to miss a great time. But thanks for the report, Mike. We sure appreciate the call this morning. And I just got a note from Tommy P., who helps out at the Rollo booth every year, and he said in previous years they've had the credit card machine there.
Okay,
so,
very good. Good to know.
Mike must be out of town or something, because normally he always listens on the Mighty 1090 app from wherever he is. But he's probably on his motorcycle somewhere. Otherwise, we'd hear from Mike. But I would say that Tommy P's info is pretty accurate.
It is, and I know that Mike is listening. Because because he sent me a message already this morning wanting to define some of the questions about the casting contest. He wanted to know if a guy, he's already sent me a message saying if a guy pays $20 if he can just make 5 casts in a row, to which you can't. You got to go back in line. So if you want to,
you get 2, right?
Yep. You get 2 casts that count for the contest, and if those ones weren't up to your specs, and you want to drop $10 in the name of Rollo, then you can certainly get more casts, but you got to go back in line.
Back on the bus.
So, but yeah,
Yep.
Mike's listening. He's
all
out
right.
there.
There you go. All right, very good. And he always listens like Bart does, and a lot of people do on the Mighty 1090 app. There's so many different ways you can listen to Let's Talk Hookup. We're very fortunate.
Oh yeah.
Mighty 1090 app that you can access in either iPhone on a Droid in the App Store there. You can listen live online on your device there through Tuned In Radio. You can listen live off of the Let's Talk Hookup website. Just tune in on that. Or you can, if you missed the show, you just go back in the archives. Adam posts them right away with a photo on our YouTube channel, Let's Talk Hookup Radio Show. And every show for the past, year or something like that is on our YouTube channel, Let's Talk Hookup Radio Show.
Well, Speaking of the app, Mike is listening. He just confirmed. Credit card at Rollo. No
problem.
Okay,
credit card at Rollo. Okay, Mike, glad to know you're listening.
Thanks, buddy. All right, jumping back into the phones. This time, Randy, Costa Mesa. You're up next on Let's Talk Hookup. What's up, Randy?
Hey, good morning, guys. Great show today.
Morning.
I have 2 questions, and I'd like to take the answers off the air. The first one is regarding the Tranx reel, the Tranx 500, and does Shimano make a reel seat for that reel? And then, secondly, can you collar hook a sardine?
Okay. As far as the Tranx, it does not come with any type of a clamp. I think that's what you mean by a reel seat. But there is a Tiburon aftermarket universal clamp that you can attach to a Tranx reel, and then attach your Tranx reel to a cork tape style jig rod, that type of thing.
And it works quite well.
And it's not, you'd think it'd be bulky and uncomfortable, but we do that on half or more of the Tranxes that we sell, and it's just a great solution for that.
They did a nice job.
They did.
Yep.
Yeah, they really did.
As far as hooking a sardine, I often collar hook a sardine. Back when sardines first came around, about 1987, first time in my life that I fished them on a regular basis. Oh no, you got to nose hook them, butt hook them, whatever. And so I finally just started experimenting. We always collar hooked every other bait, and it works just fine. You can sort of manipulate your bait. If you want it to swim to the left, you hook it on the left collar. If you want it to swim to the right, you hook it on the right collar. There's multiple ways. So nose hooking works well if you're going to drop it on a dropper loop straight down, or long soak, where you don't want to drown the bait. You can hook them in the back of the shoulder, kind of above the shoulder area. That keeps them running along the surface pretty well. And that's a real good way to hook a bait. Butt hooking, always makes your bait swim down. So, there's multiple ways to do it, and you should really get familiar with how to do all of them, because they'll make your bait do different things, which will help you get a bite in certain situations.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot for the phone call this morning.
That's why he's the guru. Dan in San Diego, you're up next on Let's Talk Hookup. What's up, Dan?
Good morning, Dan.
What's up there, Dan? Are you with us?
I believe we must
Dan
have
was
lost
hanging for a long time.
Yeah,
How about
he
we
did.
try Tony from San Marcos? Tony's up next on Let's Talk Hookup. Hey, Tony.
Morning, Tony.
Yeah, I'm here.
What's up, Tony?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, good morning, guys. Always a pleasure to hear Doug on the air. Tackle Guru. Hey, Doug, I got a question, man. Would I ever be able to own one of those 10-foot tier Mars? I know they only built a few of them in 2009, and if no plans to manufacture anymore, will you sell me that one you have in the garage?
Okay, first of all, you're messing with a man's tackle when you ask that question. But oddly enough, I was just back in South Carolina at the beautiful Shimano facility. Oh, my God, it's huge. It is so organized, and we had meetings back there, and then we got to go fishing. And one of the topics I brought up was if they want to truly be, in the jig stick, the Southern California market, we have to find a way to bring back that 10-foot jig stick. And we talked about the possibility of making a two-piece rod similar to those Osea spinning rods.
Which is a cool rod.
You could detach the butt, but it's a very secure system. And we talked about the possibility of using a reel seat so that we could use a Tranx reel with it. So I am never going to give up on a 10-foot Terramar until...
Do they make a 9-foot Terramar with a reel seat so that you don't have to use the clamp on a Tranx?
Not for a true 40-pound jig stick. They have 3 9-foot jig sticks. The 2 lighter ones, the 25 and the 30-pound model, do have a reel seat. But the 40-pound model, you still have to get the aftermarket Tiburon clamp, which is fine. So you can get a legitimate 40-pound jig stick, and that's what's going to be used in the casting contest at Tackle Day, so everybody can check those out, and it's a perfectly secure, comfortable way to fish. But we need that 10-footer back, Robbie.
No doubt.
Well, what do you think? What was the reaction? Are they into it?
Yes. I mean...
The issue is shipping, frankly.
Well,
right?
it is. That's anything over 9 feet you can't ship on traditional carriers.
Yeah.
And also, they're, when they built those 10-foot Terramars, there just wasn't enough for a big manufacturer to justify. But my point is, if you want to be complete, that is a Southern California staple. And even though you might only sell 50 a year, or whatever it might be, and I think in our store alone, we're probably going to sell 25 or 30 of those in a year. So I have to imagine it's more than that. But if they could get it where they could ship it, and there'd be other purposes, some surf fishing applications, I'm sure that people would adapt in different regions.
Sure.
I think that they could promote that rod, and so I'm kind of excited to think that maybe we got them sparked up a little bit again.
All right, very good. Thanks a lot for the call this morning.
Better bring Anthony with you, Tony. Hey, when we come back, we got more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way, including giving away all kinds of great stuff. There's more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way on the mighty 1090. Everyone likes special treatment, kind of feel like a VIP. Well, that's how our listeners are treated at Poway Valley Collision. I have personally heard of several stories of how well our friends Jim and Mary take care of their customers that we sent them. Poway Valley Collision is worth the drive from anywhere in the Southland. We know you may not need them today, but when accidents happen, it pays to go to Poway Valley Collision. And listen to this, our listeners get a special discount that can save you hundreds of dollars on your car or truck repair. Just tell them you listen to the show and you get the deal. They work with most insurance companies, including Auto Club, MetLife, MetLife, Wawanesa, and more. Just bring your car or truck to them and let Poway Valley Collision do the rest. I've had my truck repaired at Poway Valley Collision, and the job was perfect. So get your vehicle fixed right at Poway Valley Collision. Tell them you listen to Let's Talk Hookup, and they'll save you money on your repair. Poway Valley Collision, 14211 Garden Road in Poway. Check PowayValleyCollision.com.
Have you been looking for a live bait hook that keeps live bait alive? Look no further than Japan's leading fish hook, Gamakatsu. It's the little things that make the difference, and Gamakatsu hooks drive the point home. With an absolute perfect bend and ideal barbs, your bait swims harder and longer. And when you get bit, Gamakatsu hooks bite back with a vengeance. All hooks are not the same. Go with Gamakatsu for infinite success. Gamakatsu, simply the best. Check Gamakatsu.com.
Saturday, November 4th, it's Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego. Our largest sale ever. Seminars by saltwater experts, incredible deals on tackle. Over 20 tackle manufacturers like Power Pro. The best choice in Spectra line. Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing, Saturday, November 4th. Check saltwatertackle.com.
Great boats, free parking, and a fully stocked tackle shop. Just a few of the reasons Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top charter boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Eclipse, Apollo, Outer Limits, Pacific Star, El Gato Dos, Alexis, Pride, Privateer, Tribute, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth Sea Watch in San Diego offer the finest half, 3/4, and full-day trips available. Check out the full-service tackle store at Seaforth Sport Fishing. And it's all run by fishermen for fishermen. 1717 Quivira Road, just off Mission Bay Drive in Mission Bay. Book online at seaforthlanding.com. No matter the fishing conditions, count on the Seagar family of fluorocarbon leader material to help you catch more fish. Fluoro Premier has a smaller diameter with the highest break strength. Plus, it is super soft. When bites are tough, tie on Fluoro Premier. Blue Label is tough as nails with incredible abrasion resistance and impact strength. And new Pink Label is the choice for tough light conditions, giving you a little more visibility for better line control. Pick up a spool of Seagar at your favorite tackle dealer or visit seagar.com.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. All right, the big winner of a 3/4 day trip going fishing aboard the Liberty is Brian in Wildemar. And then the $50 gift card to Fisherman's Landing Tackle is going to Stacy in Santa Clarita. Guys, congratulations. You're going to be so stoked with your goodies.
Indeed. Hopefully Stacy can come down from Santa Clarita and spend that. Or you can use gift cards. You can buy gift cards to use online, too, right?
Well, it's a different gift card online.
Oh, it
so
is.
This
okay,
one,
this one's
you can
live.
use it in our store. You can use it at Tackle Day. You can use it at the Fred Hall Show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Very
at some
good.
point, we'll connect up with them.
Stacy.
Yeah.
So there's two different gift cards for online versus
and in the store.
For in-store or at Fred Hall Show.
Correct.
Yeah, okay, very good. Well, thank you, Doug, for that. We appreciate that.
Awesome, Doug.
You know, we just heard Seagar Spot. Seagar, another one of our great sponsors. Unbelievable deals on so many things, including Seagar buy one, get one free, other stuff. Is there one more that you can throw out there real quick?
Well, I mean, I hate to say it, we missed so many things, but we've got Fishworks, Salty Crew, and Aftco, all hundreds of T-shirts, anywhere from 20 to 50% off, shorts, and all kinds of deals. And I just got a text from John Christensen at Point Loma Seafoods. He's going to throw us 4 $25 gift cards for the Rollo raffle. You can go on BD Outdoors. All of our specials, all of our manufacturers are listed in West Outdoor News this week. And there's a lot of stuff that we just didn't have time to mention that are literally 20 to 80% off on a lot of this, little closeout deals we bought and stuff. So it's a great day. It's a great day. Seminars, a casting contest. Salty Crew's got another casting event, and they're going to be giving away some prizes with that. We've got a great food truck this year, a Baja-style Mexican food truck overlooking the bay. We've got chairs and tables overlooking the bay so you can heckle the casters. I mean, it's really going to be a fun day. I'm so excited this year.
Yeah, fantastic. So, Tackle Day next Saturday. Fisherman's Landing starts. The store opens 6 a.m. Live broadcast of Let's Talk Hookup next Saturday, 7 to 9 a.m. And then outside gate drops at 9 a.m.
You got that
And it
perfect.
goes till 1:30?
Nope. It ends at 3 o'clock with the grand raffle, and then the store will remain open for 3 hours after that, so you can shop a little bit more leisurely if you want to get a deal on some of the goodies that you missed earlier in the day.
And don't forget the thousands of dollars in tackle in giveaways.
I'll bet between 8 and 10 grand is where we'll end up.
For the Rollo raffle. Fantastic. All right, guys. Thank you very much for listening today. Thank you to Adam. Busy day today. And don't forget, everybody that called today is going to be eligible in that Shimano Torium 20HG that you're going to have another chance to get in on tomorrow, because tomorrow's show is going to be a great show. Mike Kussler and Scott from Kussler Yachts going to be right here in the My 1090 studio. Thanks for listening today. We'll see you tomorrow right here on the My 1090.